the ground begins to shake, heralding the arrival of a legend.
This is the final dawn before the world changes forever. The Late Cretaceous North America. A morning of perfect ecological balance, unaware of the impending change.
66 million years ago, North America is a land of heat, water, and life. A vast floodplain stretches beneath a humid sky. Rivers carve through dense forests, rich with flowering plants. A relatively new innovation in Earth's history. Here, life thrives in delicate balance, but beneath the surface of this calm, a predator waits. Hidden in vegetation, nearly invisible despite its size, lies one of the most powerful animals to ever walk the Earth. Tyrannosaurus rex. At rest, it conserves energy, because survival here is a game of efficiency. Its eye opens, not with urgency, but with awareness. Every movement in this ecosystem matters. In the distance, a herd of Edmontosaurus grazes, constantly feeding, constantly watching. They live by vigilance, because one mistake is fatal. The predator lifts its head. It does not rely on speed alone. Its greatest weapon is scent. Air currents carry information, invisible trails of life, weakness, and opportunity. Its teeth tell another story, not blades designed to slice, but crushing tools built to shatter bone. This is not a hunter that nibbles. This is a predator that ends things. A single step presses deep into wet earth. Every movement is calculated, because mass is both power and limitation. Nearby, smaller, predators scatter. They recognize hierarchy instinctively. Here, there is no challenge, only avoidance. Sunlight filters through primitive flowers, a world both ancient and strangely familiar. And now the giant rises, fully revealed, a dominant force in its environment. But something shifts. The wind changes, and with it, the balance. The herd senses it. Heads rise, movement stops, silence spreads. The predator does not rush, it waits. Patience is its greatest strategy. Then, slowly, it moves. Distance closes, carefully, quietly. One individual stands out, weaker, slower, vulnerable. The target is chosen, and suddenly, the stillness breaks. The predator surges forward, not fast by modern standards, but powerful. Each step, a shockwave through the alarm. The herd explodes into motion. Chaos replaces calm. The predator strikes. Contact, but not enough. The prey escapes into dense terrain, and just like that, the opportunity is gone. This hunter cannot chase for long. Its body overheats quickly. Energy must be preserved. It stops, breathing heavily, because in this world, failure is common. Then, a new signal, the scent of death. It turns. Opportunity has changed form. A carcass lies ahead, a fallen ceratopsian, and now effort becomes reward. Jaws clamp down. Bone cracks under immense pressure. Few creatures can do this. Fewer still dare approach. The smaller predators retreat. Dominance is unquestioned, but above, the sky begins to shift. Clouds gather subtly, a distant rumble, not yet understood. Feeding slows, energy must be managed. Then, silence, not On the horizon, a flash, too distant to comprehend. Seconds pass. Then, it arrives. A shockwave tears through the landscape. Trees bend, air shatters, sound follows with overwhelming force. Panic spreads instantly. Creatures take flight. Others run blindly, but not this predator. It turns, observes. It does not waste energy on fear, but the environment is changing. Winds intensify. The ground trembles faintly. Animals move without pattern, instinct without direction. The horizon glows, and then ash begins to fall, fine, light, relentless. Breathing becomes harder. The air is no longer clean. At water sources, species converge, predator and prey. Side by side, conflict pauses. Survival overrides instinct. Light fades. Temperature drops. The world is shifting. The predator drinks because nothing else can be controlled. And then stillness returns. But this time, it is wrong. The sky darkens further, dust thickens, sunlight fades into a dim shadow. Time itself feels disrupted. Food disappears, prey becomes scarce, the ecosystem begins to fail. The predator searches, but finds nothing. Energy declines, ash accumulates, each breath more difficult than the last. Movement slows, strength fades. It tries again to feed, fails, and so it does what all life must do, adapt or conserve. It lies down, breathing shallow, eyes heavy. There is no struggle, no final battle, just decline. System shutting down, and then stillness. The sky darkens further, dust thickens, sunlight fades into a dim shadow. Days pass, then weeks. Ash blankets the land. Bodies remain where they fell. Plants begin to die. Light never fully returns. Rain falls, mixed with chemicals from the sky. The ground changes, layers form, life retreats, silence dominates. An entire world fading. Over time, sediment builds, pressure increases, remains transform, bone becomes fossil. Millions of years pass. The world changes again. New life rises, new dominance, until one day, a different kind of creature arrives. It does not hunt with teeth, but with curiosity. A hand brushes against stone and uncovers a tooth, a fragment of a lost world. Reconstructed, displayed, studied, remembered. Because extinction was never a single moment. It was a chain reaction, one that reshaped life on Earth forever.